Well, good morning once again, and welcome back to another matinee kickoff National Soccer League fans in Week 23 action. This one a lot more interesting, though, in terms of the playoff picture compared to our last game, as the Wyvern Riders and the Silverbacks are squaring off here in Philadelphia in Ivy Lane. One of the oldest stadiums, one of the oldest, most historic teams versus one of the relative newcomers in the Silverbacks, but both these teams jostling in the mixer for a playoff position, 16th versus 18th, very much still alive, but neither are in control of their divisions. As for the Wyvern Riders, they had been for almost the entire season until a late resurgence from the Pink Nightmare has pushed them to this point where they do need a win here to take control of the division once again in front of the home crowd. As for the Silverbacks, they are 4 points adrift of their divisional rivals. We'll go over to them in just a second as we look at the Wyvern Riders starting lineup. And they're back to full strength. As you can see here, Willie, Rival, Nicolas Alrayo, and Ajoie leading that front line. Koenig, Jimenez in the midfield, and that back line of Ruyon, Gujelam, Rivers, and Osborne in front of Oglethorpe in the goal. Looking for a win here. Trying to get back in control of the division over their rivals, the Pink Nightmare. Those two, of course, squaring off next week. That'll be a real thriller, quite a showdown in the ASC East to decide who gets in the playoffs and who doesn't. For now, all eyes focus on this team, though. The Silverbacks coming to visit here in a little bit of a rough patch of form. They did win last week, a 4-0 thrashing of the Hydra. Of course, that's not saying a whole lot. Everyone's beating the Hydra these days. But here they are. They're missing their influential midfielder, Cisco Mateu. That means Hummel and Guerrero will hold down the fort with Mustafa, Dalberg, Alves Oliveira, and Katsundes on the wings. Up front is Khalil Johnson again. They have been needing him back from injury. He's been excellent since coming back in the last 2 games. Silverbacks currently are 4 points off their division leaders, the Olympians, but with a win here, they can close the gap, as the Olympians have already played this week to 1 point, and those two are also scoring off next week. So this is really a game where these two teams are fighting for the relative standings against each other and trying to make their odds more favorable of securing a divisional title next week. We're underway here. The Wyvern Riders and the Silverbacks battling it out in Week 23 with a playoff picture heavily in the forefront of both these teams' minds. We are ready to go here in Philadelphia. Whoa! Here's Rival. Jimenez to Ajoie. Wyvern Riders looking for a quick start here, but Ian Shunk in there with a foot across, and now here come the Silverbacks. Johnson flipping it up for Stephen Hummel. Nice ball into Alves Oliveira, going to go from range. Dalberg is on the follow-up and can't get in behind. That was a good strike from Alves Oliveira from outside the box, but Oglethorpe did well to save, and then Dalberg trying to follow it in. Just got nudged off it by Chad Rivers. Good defending from veteran captain. Bit of a warning sign early on for the Wyvern Riders, so they could be exposable on the counter, as we just saw there. Of course, early stages, still a lot of time to feel each other out and adjust on the fly in this game. Now the Wyvern Riders on the ball again in their own defensive third. Riders trying to move smoothly through the gears, and they might have done so here. Nicolas Alrayo's broken the line. What can he do with it here? Trying to deliver a cross, and Sean Gleason is across just in time, but it's not over yet. Bobbling around in there. Alrayo's shot blocked by Gleason again. Waved by Hummel. Silverbacks looking good on the counter again. Here goes Katsundes, full head of steam. He's going. Gujelam and Ruyon desperately trying to communicate. Force Katsundes back inside. Give it away, and now here come the Wyvern Riders on the counter with Ajoie in an ocean of space and turning the corner on the last man. Can he get a shot off here? Ajoie, what a save from Zachariah Ramare. Fast-paced start from both these teams, and this is a great chance. Ajoie does really well to open his body up, but Ramare reads it well. Adds to his impressive collection this season. He's stepped up in his second year. It's a corner for the Wyvern Riders, though. Heading quickly, Yannick Ajoie to El Rayo. Into the box for Ismail Gujelam. Jimenez nudged off it, but back. Oh, Jimenez is down. Getting up quickly, though. Jimenez going from range. Gleason with a block again. 3 blocks already in the opening 12 minutes for Sean Gleason. Active start to his day. Hummel on the turn. Johnson trying to find Marcus Dalberg in behind, and that ball is disappointing, to say the least. Kind of akin to the rookie's campaign so far. You can see where his draft stock fell so hard. not lived up to the expectations so far in his first season. Here come the Wyvern Riders with Rival. Willie. Joshua. Get around the corner. Rival has a man inside, and Willie. Nice ball to the back post for El Rayo. Save, but he's in the follow-up, and the Wyvern Riders take the early lead here. Ball bundled out by Ramare back to the path of El Rayo, and finished off coolly the second time of asking. It's a nice ball from Willie to set it up, and then Ramare does well with the first one. Doesn't have a clue about the second, can't really do anything with it, and El Rayo hooks home from close range. Wyvern Riders all going according to plan so far. Silverbacks cannot be eliminated mathematically today, but it does become a lot more tricky for them to try and get into the playoffs if they can't win here. And they would need to win the rest of their games in the season in order to make that a possibility, and they would be counting, of course, on the Olympians to lose their remaining 2 games. One of those is against each other, though, so not as bleak as it might sound when you put it that way. Gleason is there again. He has had a lot of defensive contributions early on here. Silverbacks not having a ton of answers at the moment for the attacks from the Wyvern Riders, but they're trying to get an attack of their own with the rookies, Mustafa and Dalberg combining. Dalberg inside. Better pass that time to Khalil Johnson. Can you cut it back onto a shooting position for Dalberg? Hummel, around the back, Mustafa! Elias Mustafa, 1-1! The rookie scores again! Back from his red card suspension last week, it's a brilliant finish from Mustafa for his second career goal. Stephen Hummel finding the incisive ball in. And Mustafa, who scored a world-class goal with his first, with a cheeky veteran finish with his second career goal. And he hits the Dante Pop Doof celebration. The time check. It's 1-1 here as we hit the midway point of first half action. What a start to this game. Well, both the Pink Nightmare and the Olympians will be happy to see these 2 teams playing out into extra time in a draw and a shootout, because that means less points overall for either team. So they wouldn't mind a draw here as well, and it is level as we approach the half-hour mark here. First shot of the game, it seems, for the Silverbacks has found the back of the net. But here come the Wyvern Riders with their goal scorer, Nicolas El Rayo, working on Shunk. Cutting back for Jimenez. Going to line it up. Fabi there to block this time. Ajoie. Koenig off Hummel, and going to be a corner. Oh, brilliant defending. It's a goal kick. Hummel did really well there. Kicked it off Ajoie from point-blank range. Now it's a goal kick. Or actually, it's been given a foul, it seems. Ajoie's pinched it back immediately, though. That was a little bit silly at the back. Rival. Can they punish this mistake here? El Rayo in space. Rion inside. Back to Koenig, there's space in behind here. It's Rival! Save for a corner by Ramare. The Riders getting back to their dominant ways they've had for most of the first part of this game. Corner kick to come now. El Rayo on the short corner. Nicely worked for Jimenez. Edge of the box. Ajoie trying to get it in behind. Here comes Dalberg at the other end. Another chance on the counter for the Silverbacks, maybe. Fabi, lovely ball through the line. It's Khalil Johnson in behind. Going from range. Good save from Oglethorpe, and a corner to come. It feels the footsteps of Thibaut Rouillon coming in. Decides to just have a hit. It's not a bad strike. Comfortable enough save in the end from that distance for Oglethorpe, though. They've won a corner with Katsundes. One is a good one towards Alves Oliveira, but Guzalam rises high. Alves Oliveira again. Back to Stephen Hummel to Fabi. Nice movement. Here's Mustafa, the goal scorer. We'll be thinking about another shot here, and Rivers gets a block in. Berg is in the way, though. Johnson, Rivers, it's on, it's Johnson, it's 2-1! Oh! Unbelievable scenes here. The Silverbacks somehow take the lead, and Khalil Johnson, the lifeline they need, once again with another goal. It's 2-1. Silverbacks away and going bananas. Dalberg, finding calm in the chaos, picks his head up, who finds Johnson. Seemingly time standing still for him, and he blasts off into the top corner against the run of play. It's 2-1 here. Khalil Johnson puts the Silverbacks into the lead. With just 10 minutes to go in the half, we have turned this game on its head. The Wyvern Riders stunned. There's still plenty of time in this game, of course. They are trailing in front of the home crowd. This would be a really shocking loss and puts the pressure on the Pink Nightmare battle next week for sure. Here is Jimenez. Back again by Fabi in the midfield. There's a runner free on the far side. It's Stephen Hummel going at pace. All alone into the area. Hummel gonna drive it. Saved by Oglethorpe for a corner. Suddenly the Silverbacks are all over the Wyvern Riders. Entertaining first half. Pendulum swinging back and forth. Wave after wave. Silverbacks turn to get forward here. Another corner. They scored subsequently from their last one. That one not as good of a delivery. There's going to be some time for Willie on this ball now. Maybe to get the Wyvern Riders back on level terms with an attack of their own. A bit of frustration, groans from around the crowd. The way this game has gone so far. They got a chance here with Rival and El Rayo getting forward. Forced out wide to Ruyon. Inside the Rival again. Nice movement from him. A couple runners inside. Can he pick one out? Looking at sweet time. He gets the byline. Sundes fighting tooth and nail and comes away with the ball. Brilliant defending from the veteran midfielder. Now the break could be on again with Hummel leading the charge. Here he goes. A couple runners ahead of him. Can he pick one out? Going back to Oliveira, the safe option instead. Nice 1-2. There's space, and once again here, Oliveira looking for Katsundes, and the ball was disappointing in the end with the chance burgeoning at the hips there. Here's Jimenez. Nice skill in the midfield. Ajwa to Willie. Another nice chance here to end the half for the Wyvern Riders. Can they get level here? Willie cuts it back to Osborne. Can he deliver a cross? Jimenez into space, and Gleason is there again, and that may just do it for first half action, and it does. A surprising overturn here by the Silverbacks, trailing 1-0 in the early stages, but they bounce back in a major way, and this man, Khalil Johnson, fired his team into the lead 10 minutes from time at the half. We'll be right back with a second 45 in just a moment. Johnny. Good morning and welcome back once again to the National Soccer League Week 23 action. A bit of a thriller brewing here, a bit of an upset brewing. The Silverbacks in control at the moment, 2-1 lead. There's been a substitution at the half. Is Thibaut Ruyon making way for Juan Ocampo, a little bit more of an attacking-minded left back versus the prototypical defensive nature of Ruyon. So here come the Wyvern Riders trying to get level. Shunk, not a great clearance. It's Ajwa, it's Rival, moving it around. Maybe a little bit of passing for passing's sake, though, but they may have found an inroad here with Rival to make it 2-2. Oh, he has! In splendid fashion! Finished off with some style! Making me eat my words! What a goal! What a start to the half for the Wyvern Riders. It's 2-2 here in the blink of an eye. Lovely passing, lovely interplay from the midfielders. Inez and Rival combining in the end. It's a fine finish from a fine player. And it's 2-2 here. Game on again. Totally contrasting styles of football here. The Wyvern Riders having to take the methodical death by 1,000 passes approach, as you see there. And Silverbacks more so set up to hit on the counter, but both styles paying off today. Level on the scoreline here at 2-2. Dalberg trying to get his side back in front. Circling around with Fabi in support. Johnson on the turn. Good work inside, but Rivers is there to deny it. But Fabi's pinched it back in a good area. Hummel back into his man. Fabi, Stephen Hummel to make it 3-2. He has! Oh! The pendulum swings back again. The Silverbacks retake the lead. Stephen Hummel on the end of this one. Don't know where this game is going to go. Another twist in the tail here. Fabi does so well to pick his head up, and then it's much like the goal they scored at the end of the first half. Just so much space between the two center backs. No one near him. Has time to compose himself. And a simple finish into the back of the net. From point-blank range, it's 3-2. What a start to the second half. 2 goals, 1 from each team, and the balance restored again to the Silverbacks with a lead. Can the Wyvern Riders find a second equalizer here? They trail once again in front of the home crowd, and the season could be in a bit of trouble. Not able to be eliminated either one of these teams today, but does put the pressure on next week and the final day. Here's Rival. Ajoie with a curling effort, and it never really came back down. Tail on his weak foot, just not as comfortable with the technique there, and scuffs it a little bit, gets under it, whatever you want to call it, doesn't make clean contact. We are approaching the hour mark here, may have some substitutions in the offing for one or both of these two teams coming up soon. Rivers wins the header nicely there to Rival. El Rayo cutting back inside. And you find the reverse ball with Willie free on the far side. Here's El Rayo. Good spin from El Rayo and straight into the arms of Romare. Good hands from the young French keeper to keep that one from spilling out for another chance. Fabi through the foul, has the ball still with play on. And they did lose the ball right after the advantage was played. That's a tough break, and they could be in trouble here. Oh, Wyvern Riders trying to punish a little bit of misfortune for the Silverbacks with Jimenez, but Ian Shunk is there. Right place, right time. And now the break is on again. The Silverbacks have opened this side up time and time again on the counter. Fabi, Dalberg in a lot of space. Here's Johnson. Trying to skip inside on Rivers, will play the advantage, and there is no advantage. It is going to be a free kick. Clever movement from Khalil Johnson, just skips away, and Rivers makes him feel it. And now it's a free kick for the Silverbacks. A really threatening position here. It's Marcus Dalberg over the free kick, all alone at the moment from 25 yards out. Substitution to come up first, though, for both of these teams. It's Silverbacks coming on for El Rayo. And Katsunas is off for Tor Derpy. Now Dalberg to take from 28 yards with Mostafa joining the free kick picture. Dalberg leaving it for Mostafa. Laying it off for Khalil Johnson to have a drive, and that one just kept rising. Nice free kick routine, though, from that attacking trio. Smash it in through traffic and just hope for a solid contact or a lucky bounce. Doesn't get either, unfortunately. He thought there was a touch in there, but referee having a different view of it. Riders trailing here with 25 minutes to play. Pink Nightmare fans will be watching along happily. Olympians will be a little bit nervy, and this means they will be by no means secure in their quest for a divisional title. This result does make next week really interesting. Of course, there's an offside on Osborne, it looks like. Indeed, he did go a little early there. Good call from the linesman right on top of it. Shunk to take the free kick for the Silverbacks. It's knocked down by Oliveira. Here's Tor Derpy off the bench, trying to get it going. Got a feeling if the Silverbacks can find a fourth goal here, it puts the game beyond any doubt, but they've given it away there. Here's Silverbacks off the bench. Get some space in behind, but Hummel is there. James Hummel, that is. In the right place at the right time once again. Here's Fabi. Riders in a better defensive shape this time, but they haven't accounted for Tor Derpy on the back post run. Here he goes inside. Running it back for Fabi. Can he pick a pass here? It's had his way so far today. And here's Derpy again. Nice movement from the Silverbacks. To the byline it goes. Crosses towards Dalberg at the back post, and Arjois getting back defensively. Did well. Now the Wyvern Riders can hit on the break of their own. Silverbacks had a lot of bodies coming forward. It's a 3v3 with Kilboix trying to crash the goal. Laid back for Koenig. Nice movement with Rival. Willie Passe inside. Willie straight at Omari. I don't know what he saw there, but it was not quite the look that he needed to get. Omari catching practice in the end. Nice movement again from the Silverbacks. They've been lovely through the middle so far today. Mustafa to Khalil Johnson. Dalberg now picking up the pieces. Mustafa ahead of him, trying to tease it in there, and Oglethorpe alert off the line to snuff out the pass. Still all there to be played for. 15 minutes to go. Wyvern Riders trailing at home to the Silverbacks. Really interesting game here. Willie. Is there another twist in the tail? About 10 minutes from time, plus added time. Inside it goes towards Koenig. Good control. Silverbacks. Rival. Gleason sat him down. Rival. Can he do it? Yes, he can! It's 3-3. The Rival scores again. Sean Gleason gets bodied off the ball here. He's had such a good game, but Rival, not known for his strength, does fantastically well here. Just holds off the challenge, and Gleason overcommits. And Rival, once he gets past the last man, one thing on his mind, he's shooting this ball, and he rifles that into the top corner. No chance for Romare. What a moment for the main man, Rival. Back from injury, just like Khalil Johnson, those two have made the difference for their sides today. It's 3-3 here, all level with 10 minutes to play. Couldn't want anything more from a neutral point of view. What a game it's been, back and forth like a seesaw. Is there one more chance for one of these teams before we head to extra time golden goal? Once again, either the Pink Nightmare or Olympians will be too sad watching along, seeing spare points drift off the potential table. Here's Johnson circling around with Dalberg. A bit of a struggler of a touch, blocked by Osborne. Here's Dalberg again. Still Dalberg trying to get away from Gujalon, but couldn't do it and gave it away. Gleason in on Rival. This time he wins the battle. Hummel on the turn, inside to Johnson. Trying to sort of speed out. Fabi! Good shot through the traffic and good save from Oglethorpe as well. Joao heads it on, but should be Silverback's ball at the back. There's Hummel. Nice find for Oliveira. Oh, nice ball for Dalberg. In behind, and he's dragged it wide. That was the chance. Might be the last chance the Silverbacks get, and that one got just the technique horribly wrong there. You can see what he wanted to do. Wanted to wrap his foot around it, but hits the inside of the heel, it looks like, and just wildly off target. Another substitution now. It's Mohamed Gunail on for Alves. William Oliveira bringing on another attacker here. Trying to swing the balance in their favor once again. The Silverbacks, positive change. Here is Rival. Can the Wyvern Riders dig in and find a winner here in front of the home crowd? What a turnaround it would be. Trailing 3-2 for the majority of this second half. They might get one more look at it here as we head into added time. It's Jimenez cutting back inside. It's a nice ball to the back post for Rival, who won it! The hat trick to break Silverback's hearts. It's 4-3. The Wyvern Riders have turned it around. Unbelievable. Jimenez with the composure. And the cross is absolutely perfect. And Rival cannot miss from there. Well, it's not a golden goal because we're not in extra time, but effectively it is. It's a late winner here for the Wyvern Riders. And the Pink Nightmare and Silverbacks players equally devastated by this, as Silverbacks led for the majority of this game, and now at the very end, they've conceded 2 late goals. Rival with the hat trick. Might be a perfect hat trick as well, now that we think about it. It is. First goal with the right, second with the left, and that one with the head. The second perfect hat trick of the season. Might be one more chance for Derpy here. Surely there's not another twist in the tail, is there? No way. Wow, going from range and easily saved by Romari, but that is going to do it. Well, what a comeback for the Wyvern Riders to keep control of the ASC East. Devastating for the Olympians, or rather the Pink Nightmare. Great news for the Olympians, and a tough break for the Silverbacks, as this might just be the one that seals their fate. Now 4 points adrift of the division lead with only 2 games to go. They need to win out. Wyvern Riders in a comfortable spot here. I'll leave you with the full match highlights. Back in just a moment with another game.